I am a 63-year-old poet from Essex, and I used to open for bands like the Style Council, and House Martins and Billy Bragg, and the Pogues, and Newtown Neurotics, and all sorts of people I used to gig with. And so it was a lovely life, you know, opening for bands. It was quite enjoyable to do that. It was a little bit dangerous at times, because you're just up here talking before a show, is what you're doing. And you get awkward silences like that. The first poem I'm going to do for you tonight is a bit of a story about me going on tour with a band. And it's a poem with a message. And the message of this poem is, if the band Madness, madam, ever phone you up and go, hello, it's Madness here. What's your name? Rosie. Hello Rosie, it's Madness here. Rosie, we'd like you to come on tour with us as our support act. What you have to say, Rosie, is, oh no. Which is what I should have said to Madness. This first poem of the evening is called On Supporting Madness. Carl, he called me up one day and in the most persuasive way invited me round the UK with a band who sang One Better Day. I was supporting Madness. My heroes, they were taking me, Cardiff, Brighton, NEC, and 2 nights at Wembley. What fun I'd have, I thought, with glee, laughs, on the road, with Madness. I travelled with the band, of course. Their coach had beds at HP Sauce. At the sound check, they played Johnny the Horse. And a grin I did not have to force. I'd been employed by Madness. To Wales, the tour, it wound its way, and Cardiff's massive CIA, the venue, on that fateful day that I with them was first to play my debut show with Madness. Half an hour I had to fill, and I was second on the bill. It was an utter, total thrill. I was not nervous, was not ill. I was opening for Madness. 5,000 saw me take the stage. From nowhere, flew into a rage. I should have brought a safety cage. I felt myself begin to age that first night out with Madness. A red-faced Welshman down the front, so I think you know where I'm going with this one, Rosie. You're familiar with the rhyme structure, and I've used the word front, so you know where I'm going. So strap in, Rosie. A red-faced Welshman down the front, around him punters he did shunt. Get off the stage, you English cunt! For a comeback I did vainly hunt, and then I said, sir, bearing in mind that you have paid £30 to watch 7 English cunts in a minute, don't you feel a little silly? That dreadful night with Madness. My dreams were swiftly fading now, and through my act I'd vainly plough. As at each show, crowds taught me how to die, like a McDonald's cow, night after night with Madness. In Birmingham, the NEC, the coins that I was hit by 3, which came to nearly 15p. The will to live abandoned me. It was a 10 and 2 twos, mate. Stop thinking about it. I could fucking feel you trying to work it out. 10 and 2 twos, 40, nearly 50. My confidence was but a sham. I was their sacrificial lamb. The final straw in Birmingham. On stage, they sent a stripogram. A helpful joke from Madness. The woman, dressed up like a whore, bid me to get down on the floor and do press-ups. I said, "Are you sure?" But pushed out half of 24. That awful night with madness. That moment of humiliation in front of their dim congregation was my final degradation, and I reassessed my reputation. A monkey boy for madness. I never played for them no more. On that much ill-begotten tour, I lost my much-loved mother-in-law, who wasn't much past 64, and I wish I could have known her more, but I'm grateful that she never saw those fucking gigs with madness. But still, they stay my favourite band. They still play tours across the land, and when I watch them there, I stand, my heart full up with feelings grand, because I supported madness. But if they offer me the chance to join again their nutty dance, I give them not a sideways glance, smile, decline, then move to France to say yes. Utter madness. Thank you. You're very kind. So here we are, you're obviously a thinky crowd. I like that, I like thinkers. So I feel that you people are ready for some fucking haiku. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Haiku. Haiku in the house. Yeah! 575! 575! 575! Yeah, short form Japanese poetry, which is structured around having a 5-syllable line, 7-syllable line, 5-syllable line. It's fucking brilliant. It's addictive.
Okay.
You love it once you start doing it. So I'm going to do some for you now. I'll do one that's a little bit of a primer for you on what's currently going on in British politics. So what I do that's different from a lot of the other haiku writers is my titles are much longer than the actual poems. So this haiku is called Haiku to express the sincerity and depth of justified indignation that people feel every time the gammon-headed Reform Party dog whistle racist sellout Nigel Farage says anything. So I'd like to perform that piece for you now, and here we go. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fucking, 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 fuck. Fuck the fuck off. Come. Thank you. Haiku on recent events which seem to biblically portend, without a shred of doubt, that the end of the world is surely nigh. Conquest, war, famine, joggers at Glastonbury, not forgetting death. I can sense that many of you are unsure when I've finished, so to help as a visual cue, when I finish a poem, I'll do this. Then you can fucking applaud. As I believe Yeats himself used to say when performing in Dublin, keep up or fuck off. Haiku on attending a Memorial Day service where a toddler started chattering loudly halfway through the 2-minute silence. Reflective silence is broken innocently. The future is heard. I did not fucking say woo sarcastically. I can hear sarcastic woos and I don't fucking like them. I'm going to stop the timers now if you're going to be sarcastic. Here we go. An ice cream haiku is what I will write for you. Cold and minimal. do that. It's not that sort of gig, sweetheart. Relax. Here we go. This is haiku about dieting. Thank you. The thing no one says, which we all know to be true. Shit more than you eat. Yeah, you like that one, didn't you? The toilet humour. Is that enough? Oh yeah, this haiku is called Schrodinger's hat. Schrodinger's hat. Because there's some doubt over there. People over there, it's got a cat, it's Schrodinger's cat. No, it's a play on that. Rather. When he was inept, his students had to agree he looked good and bad. That's enough IQ. I think it's just too much for you. I think I can sense the tension in the room now. And many of you are already writing your own, and that's good. Don't forget, 575, put a bit of filth in, crowd love it. This poem is called, mate, if you want to join in, come at rehearsals, don't be a cunt. So, this poem is called William Wordsworth's Podcast. So the other day, right, I'm wondering, you weren't. I fucking was, but like on my own. like, what is it, like sheep? What? Like lost sheep? Nah, mate, sheep are in flocks. No, is it herds? Anyway, more like a cloud. Fuck off, a cloud? Bullets. Fuck off! Like a fucking cloud, right, but floating. When's the last time you saw a fucking cloud on its own? Alright, shut up. Anyway, so I'm on my own wandering, and suddenly I see these daffodils. No! Yeah, I'm not even joking. You're having a laugh! Seriously, thousands of cunts. Fuck! Yeah, right! Amazing! That is mental! Yeah! In association with Lynx Africa. This poem is called Breakfast of Champions. It's a true story. One Manchester morning, my hotel waitress was quite obviously on drugs, eschewing the customary bland corporate efficiency for grinning Gatling gun banter as her pinned pupils did widths in swimming pool blue eyes. And it was really nice because she was happy in her work and my toast came incredibly quickly. I'd like to congratulate the person who left their phone on, because it's only been, what, 30 years, you fucking cunt. I'm 63 years old, I weigh 24 stone, I'm thinking about my death a lot. This poem is called Circumambulance. So now I'm not doing that one, because some people don't know how to behave and to recite. Fuck you, sir. You're not going to hear that one now. Sir, but he was a lady, surely. Fuck off. And by the way, I can do that because, like, my mum, right, when she had me, right, it was, I mean, I'm one of them 60s love children. So, because she fucked a barman at her 21st birthday party to wind up her boyfriend. And I'm the result of that perhaps hasty union. So I think I'm not a 60s love child, I'm more a kind of pre-Beatles spite baby. But yeah, so my father, who was a fucking bigamist, is from Drimmerleague in County Cork. Yeah, so you are watching tonight, ladies and gentlemen, an actual Morrissey song. Enjoy. Let's do some more British politics, because you lot seem to be fucked by it regularly, so it seems only fair for you to understand that we ain't the cunts as well. We have to suffer their fucking nonsense. We're not all fucking, it's not all black and tans and fucking la-di-da-di-da and fucking God Save the Queen and cutting your country out and dividing it amongst the gentry. Oh no. This poem is called Tories Argue Like My Nan. Awkward truth, it's best ignored. Workers' rights just made her bored. A woman's a woman and a man's a man. Tories argue like my nan. Always bleated in my day. Wrongly moaned, you can't say gay. Human rights she'd gladly ban. Tories argue like my nan. Servile royalist dimwit minion. Shout out facts, just scream opinion. Enoch Powell, she was a fan. Tories argue like my nan. Ignored logic, ignored reason, every day a silly season, hateful views on Pakistan, Tories argue like my nan, like Sunak she craved large amounts, like Liz Truss couldn't fucking count, like Johnson found the poor a drag, and like Farage she loved a fag, like Rees-Mogg shitbag on a couch, like Widdicombe she bitch and grouch, like Duncan Smith craved law and order, like Patella cast iron border, like Gove her face just made you sick, like Doris, shrill, annoying prick, like Braverman, Division Bell, Nan was a fucking cunt as well. You can't say that, oh yes I can, cause Tories argue, fuck off, fuck you, Tories argue like my nan. In the 70s, my grandma died, a point of fact I never cried. To challenge her, I missed the chance, cremated, so I couldn't dance. If I believed she'd be in hell, I wish the Tories dead as well. Flushed our country down the pan, naught but ashes, just like Nan. This is a goth's disappointment on losing her virginity in an Essex graveyard. He is not quite as hard as the granite grazing her shoulder blades. The damned drone insistently from a phone beneath his velveteen cape. Will the numbers 1849 to 1902 be embossed backwards in the small of her back? She sees a squirrel staring, uncomprehending before darting up a horse chestnut tree. Her beetlejuice eyes roll. Just for once, why couldn't it have been a bat? Got any Americans here tonight? Any Americans here? Got any Americans? There's one that... German. I stood next to you last night, you're fucking German. To be an American when you're German, you've got a lot of fucking Wagner and culture and European and fucking... The printing press, for fuck's sake, and what are they? They're just... They're not in good shape at the minute. Don't get me wrong, I mean there's like 140 million of the cunts, there's nice ones. There's a lot of cunts. Anyway, this is the Americans, it's called Brace Yourself. The Yanks, the gun thing, I've got an idea. You can buy any gun. However, to engender some sense of responsibility, you have to be shot with the same firearm at least 3 times, no vest. Howdy! I have zero empathy, cripplingly low self-esteem, an IQ like a shoe size, and unresolved rage issues. Despite all of these factors, I would like to exercise my constitutional right to buy an AR-15 assault rifle. Certainly, sir. Bang! Oh my God, I'm hit. Oh my God, you fucking shot me. I'm bleeding. Oh Jesus Lord, my fucking leg. Is that bone? I can see bone. My leg. Jesus Christ. and that time you were shot by a trained marksman, who will shortly fire a second time. However, for authenticity's sake, the third time, your firearm will be discharged by that twitching Mexican toddler over yonder. So, brace yourself. I'm on my vinegar strokes now. We're heading for the end. Do you know that expression, vinegar strokes? No? So vinegar strokes, some people do, some people don't. I'll tell you because it'll be particularly amusing for those of you with a significant sexual other, because you can check this out. The vinegar strokes, right, are towards the end of sexual intercourse, and your partner, your male partner, is close to the little death. Just before he ejaculates, it looks like you've put a teaspoon of vinegar in his mouth. I can sense you don't believe me. Right, no. Fuck that, I'm going to show you. Here it goes, like this. Oh, fuck that, yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, God, that's incredible. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, no, don't. Oh, no, gee, no. Now, my favourite bit about that is that next time you have sex, you're going to be looking out for it. And then when he does it, you're going to go, oh yeah. And your partner's going to go, what? And you're going to say, Phil, keep it sober, you do. Let's finish on this one. This poem is about the first gig I ever went to, and I think that the first gig that you ever go to is a formative experience. It kind of shapes you for the rest of your life. You never forget it, and there's all sorts of different circumstances under which it can happen. Some of you out there would have been taken to your first gig by a parent or a relative or a friend, or you might be like a +1 or something, and so you see something just because you're taken to make up the numbers, but sometimes you go to something that you want to go to. If you're lucky, like I was, you go to something of your own volition, you buy the ticket yourself, and it's great fun. So you, sir, what was your first gig you ever went to, if you don't mind me asking? Do you remember? Who was it? Azra. I don't know, Azra. Was it good? How old were you? 16? Amazing. Azra, I don't know then. I should be Googling them when I get home. You, sir, your first gig was... Oh, no, I asked you last night. You, sir, your first gig. Red Hurley, who I've heard of. Yeah. Technically. Yeah. It was like seeing Elvis in Vegas. Yeah. Right, so when he tells his mates it's New Order, but the real one was Red Hurley. I like that. I admire your candour, sir. You, the gentleman there, your first gig. Status quo, solid. That lady there, your first gig. Wow. Memorable then. Anyway. Finger click lady, your first gig. Who? Sleeping with Sirens. I asked you your first gig, madam, not your first sexual experience. Boom! See what I did there? Boom! You walk right into it. Boom! Okay, you've had time to remember the first gig you went to, and it still eludes you. So obviously, I'm assuming that it was Bewitched. So you're purging it from your mind. Stripy shirt, first gig. Westlife. Westlife. Yes. So still said it. I congratulate you. And not only did he say it loud, he said it proud, ladies and gentlemen. We don't need any editorial comment. People down here down telling us what they think of Westlife. What a redundant thing to do. The lady with the glasses at the end, they're your first gig. Bob Dylan! You liar. It's fucking Red Hurley, wasn't it? Singing the songs of Bob Dylan. It's amazing, it's an affecting thing. So anyway, I'm going to finish with this one. This is about the first gig I went to. It will become apparent who I saw. This poem is called Matinee 78. Thanks. Way back when Blondie caused a fuss with hype that was preposterous, announced a tour for Jupitas. My ticket bought miraculous, with manner somewhat tremulous, teen hipster supercilious, with hairstyle quite erroneous, cut by my mum so dubious, plus dermal state disastrous and fashion sense iniquitous. I made my trip alone and thus to Hammersmith, malodorous. I witnessed touts of devious, made Odeon feel odious, ex-cinema inglorious. The first gig was for Jupitas. The bouncers were cantankerous, their presence deleterious. Could they not be felicitous, made turning up feel dangerous? The management nefarious, potentially felonious. The clue bar prices ludicrous. My seat far from luxurious. In balcony precipitous, a vantage point preposterous. I sat alone calamitous, too far away for silliness. The bloke beside me, garrulous and sexually ambiguous. I thought he might be serious, but he was just gregarious and neither gay nor lecherous. The first gig of the Jews. Support band were melodious, got crowd reaction various, the interval was tedious, I bought a badge quite beauteous, though cost made me penurious, went back to seat precarious, now sadly impecunious. My neighbours blamed a rigorous, a tactical rhinoceros, all lights went out and riotous, reaction instantaneous, then punters grew vociferous, my giddiness ridiculous, the first gig of Phil Jupitas. Their opening ingenious, performed a sketch quite humorous. The boys played clients lecherous, ill-mannered and discourteous, to waitress so obstreperous, dear Debbie H. voluptuous. When she brought drinks erroneous, to her they were contemptuous. She slapped Clem Burke, hilarious, all onlookers incredulous. Her stocking tops incongruous, for me they're quite felicitous. The outside world oblivious, arousals though conspicuous around my zones erogenous. At boarding school boy curious, but now for girls libidinous, the first gig of Phil Jupitas. The show itself was marvellous, Miss Harry's manner sensuous, her vocals were mellifluous, melodic yet imperious, which made me yet more amorous, my heart in my esophagus, I felt the pounding vigorous, the set list was just fabulous, from in the sun to heart of glass to knee was just miraculous, starring hook lines almost devious, the catchiness insidious, musicianship meticulous, the show concluded clamorous, departed stage victorious, my journey home anonymous, with cold kebab gelatinous, commuter slump lugubrious, my day though serendipitous, to misery impervious, the first gig of Phil Jupitas. But fame is ignominious, the band were now ubiquitous, which made them disharmonious, and Deborah autonomous. Their grip on me grew tenuous, my fellow fans so vacuous, shrill sycophants monotonous, so I became less sedulous, my loyalty now spurious, preferring sounds industrious, in venues less salubrious, of bands contemporaneous, Ian Dury, Essex, villainous, but lyrically so wondrous, from sex and drugs and rock and roll to spasticus, autisticus, the Gang of Four, the Clash, the Ruts, the members were just genius, gave time to us, so generous, made music multifarious, for reggae made me ravenous, this turncoat so unscrupulous, an acolyte duplicitous, the first gig of Phil Jupitas. But fate has ways mysterious, happenstance can be circuitous. I took a gig fortuitous in Galway, so uproarious. There, giddy, drunk and bilious, we hit a tent spontaneous, in company illustrious, like tipsy hippopotamus, my dancing moves impetuous, I might have had some cannabis. Then stopped and stared incredulous, for Blondie, were on stage for us. Dear Debbie, pulchritudinous, still making me lascivious, my inner child assiduous, 3 decades on delirious, so down the front impervious, my feelings here analogous, more glorious than Spartacus, emotional, Vesuvius. The last gig of Phil Jupitas. Thank you, good night.